Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys will enjoy my video, and let's begin. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask, and yes, it's been a little while. I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday for me, but I didn't have a story yet. So, and I know my episode has been shorter these last couple of times. One of them was I was sick and I didn't want to do a lot. The other is I wanted to get an episode out, and it was the first ever episode of season 2 of What If Belle Was a Monster Hunter. But today we are doing not a long one, probably an hour and a half maybe. So I don't really know. But I am here. I am back with another episode of What If Deku, or Izuku Midoriya, was the reincarnation of Link. So I hope you guys will enjoy, and let's begin. You know, the story of the brothers are quite different from what I was told. We see a image of two brothers standing, well, in front of a big flame, burning orange, but it was mostly on the brother that was taller and more physical build, with their scrawny kid with no flame behind him. It was no secret for the older brother that his brother was quirkless. He was weak. He wanted to keep him, for what I understand from this book. He was his trophy, his item. But one day, his brother made a mistake he didn't know was happening. He gave his little brother a quirk, a strength enhancer. We see the brother kneeling in front of his older brother, with the older brother having his hands on the younger brother's head, giving him a quirk. But that fatal mistake activated the little brother's quirk, a transferred quirk that can transfer to a next person that was given it. The brother died by the older brother's hands, by the evidence you have given us. But he gave his quirk, made it stronger. The second user gave it to his when he was dying. At the fourth, fifth, and sixth user. We see the younger brother go into the flame that was behind him, making it grow a little bigger. The little brother was in the flame but not burning up. Then the second user appeared. and then goes into the flame as well, making the flame bigger. Fourth, fifth, and sixth, going into the line into the flame. Until my master found me and gave her the quirk one for all to me. We see All Might standing in front of the flame, the most powerful it's ever been. I fought him 5 years ago. He was much stronger than he was, but something was weird about him. I killed him when he was still distracted. And when I remember back, his arm was different. It wasn't his. We see the moment All Might, well, blows off One for All's head, but we see another arm on All for One's right arm. I don't know what he did, but I don't know if he's alive. After what you have told me, that creature was young. So, I decided to give it on to your sister. All Might's a spirit of All Might went into the flame. He was glowing golden when the flame was glowing. The flame of all for one for all, glowing orange, and All Might's spirits becoming golden. Izumi stands in front of it, looking out. Well, looking out towards One for All, different in this image. After for some few moments of All Might explaining everything to everyone, we panned away from. Imagine we looked at All Might for a moment and panned away from him. We look at everyone that was in the room. Izuku Midoriya, Zelda, Izuku's dad, Abosa, All Might, Izumi, and Inko. Knowing about this, Toshinori had made a phone. Knowing about this, and how the king's daughter is now involved with this, he called up the king and the queen. So they were on a Zoom call. Or they were in a screen kind of way. I don't believe the man is dead anymore. I fought it years ago. Now, I don't believe I killed him. So, the king of Hyrule speak up. You believe the man that created Quarks is still alive to this day. Yes. And causing trouble in the shadows. I believe I should have checked the body. But I thought no one can survive his head being gone. Unfortunate. What did the arm look like, or whatever that man had? Abosa asked, looking at All Might. I couldn't see properly. It was bandaged up. It was bandaged quite tightly. It looks like a normal hand with bandages, but I saw a golden glow on it. I didn't see what it was, but I saw golden things. Abosa looked forward and said, so he was the one that attacked us. Hmm? Everyone looked at Abosa. That man. I believe he's the one that attacked me and my father back then. Hmm. How do you believe? the king asked, looking at Abosa. He had the same description as All Might explained. White hair and wearing a fanciful suit. But I do not recall his face. Eyes shadowed, grin wide, knowing he could do whatever he wants. He and my father fought him. Even my husband joined me. But at last, he got away, took my father's arm that was holding. He never explained what it was, but I believe my father holds, or was, a user of the Triforce that dear Isuku and Zelda is holding in their hands as well. So, that's why they were born. Isuku and Zelda looked at the king weirdly. You know the prophecy of the hero and the princess. But every time they're born, a disaster happens. An evil rises again. But I believed it was just the depths needed to be conquered. But now, I have an awful feeling. That man cannot stop doing shit to everyone. This was surprising for the kids that was in there. Wait, I did say I forgot. Did I say Izumi was in there? Because if I didn't, she is. Dad, you just my child, Izumi. For this one, I don't mind. I cursed. But damn it. I should have made sure. For what we know about the Triforce and its powers, it can keep its user alive for many generations. One part of that. A legend. Far away, but still really good records. A man named by Ganondorf, the king of the Garudas. He held the Triforce when he was executed. He survived the blade through his chest. A good blade that could have killed anyone with one hit near his heart. I believe this man you called All for One has done the same. So, I have to kill him, All Might said, looking at the king. Yes, but this time, he looks over where Isuku and Zelda was. You need those two to help you. Every adult in there looked shocked. Your Majesty, you can't just say that. I'm sorry, Hisashi, but I believe young Isuku and my daughter must do this. A great evil is stirring, and we know why now. Isuku looked at the ground with kind of fear in his eyes. A man that his stepfather couldn't kill. A man that wounded his stepfather, All Might. This is a mess. Isuku said, just having his hands upon his face with his elbow on his knees, with Zelda just leaning into him. We have to fight him. and figure out more shit because I believe there's gonna be a lot of more dungeon we need to crawl. You believe so? In fact, the man left a symbol for us. Even though he didn't know it, he still did. And that is correct. If you mind, I want you to find that symbol again, or any symbol of that man. Explore it. Find any useful tips and twing. Find useful tips and tricks to kill that man and his creatures, the new monsters. Understood, Your Majesty. Both Urbosa and Hisashi said that, but Inko had some few words. You can't send my son to die! Inko. Hisashi looked at his former wife and she looked back. I absolutely don't agree with this. He's just a kid! A kid that holds the blade that seals the darkness. Inko, we don't have any choice. We don't, because he's not an adult yet. He should do this when he's an adult. That is, unfortunately, not true. What? Long ago, we have understand that our timeline has split up and we forge into ours. We're formed into a timeline where the time hasn't split anymore. Multiple heroes has been there. What are you saying? Inko, I'm saying that a story has been told of a great sea. It is evidence that it's been in our world before, but not anymore. Not proven that it's here anymore. I am saying that in that time, for what we understand, there was a young man that took up the sword of the Master Sword when he was only 12. That legend told of him killing the same man that was used to Triforce to survive his execution. These two men are the same one, different times. So our record has split the time into 3 parts. Another, because there's also a story about a pig-like creature, blue skin and smart as a being, called Ganon. There's so many stories that we haven't understand, but all of them, most of them, starts when they're only teens, not adults. Teens. Even the late great king of Hyrule that recreated our dear land was only 17, and he was 14 when he pulled the sword, 17 when he fell in battle, 117, but still 17 when he defeated Great Calamity Ganon. The only record of one person being an adult was our king when he was around 20. Still young for his age. But he is still stronger. So, you're saying that my son should do the same thing that former king did? Yes. And I'm sorry, Hinko. I don't want to. But destiny and the goddess, maybe this can be the last battle. Maybe not. Who knows anymore about this reincarnation cycle? We can understand it is. I don't want my son to fight a creature that will just appear. Mom, it's fine. It's not fine. But it is. Isuku Midoriya, it's not fine that you will sacrifice your life. But none of those heroes died. I have read them myself. None of them died, but all of them succeeded. Only a few, only one, its record to die. Twice. But what we call the fallen timeline, the child timeline. The man died in the fallen, in the battle with Ganondorf. The man died in the child one, unknowingly becoming the hero shade, training the next hero of Twilight. But that's just a legend. But we can understand some of them are true, some of them are not. You can't be serious. About this. You are a child. I'm 17. Almost going on 18 at this point. I can handle myself, and I will do my best for the country I will want to be in. I will do anything for the land I grew up in, and the land I was born in. If this man is what the king said he is, I will do it. Izuku looked at Zelda that looked back at him. And I will be right by your side. She grabbed his hand and both of them smiled at each other. We do everything. So don't worry, Aunt Nico. Your son will be safe with me. Always will. And I will always be there. Always will be by my side and me by his. I... Fuck. Yeah, that's the correct word, Mom. Should I be there? Izumi asked, looking at his father. Well, looking at her mom and dad and her father, yeah. That can be difficult, Izumi. Toshinori put his hand on her shoulder. You are just growing with this quirk. I fear that if he would know if you were the one. So I just don't be there when this happened? But I'm the next user. And be there. Everyone turned to Isuku. I mean, he would expect that All Might wouldn't take his successor into battle, but he might think he would. But low thinking said he wouldn't. So, four of us, maybe some other heroes, could probably kill him. I wouldn't put this on you kids. Oh, don't worry, you have already done that. And you are correct. Now then, everyone turned to the screen where the king and his queen was, well, looking at everyone. We will talk more later on the next day. The children should get rest, and you should get it as well. All of you. Good night. The screen turned off and everyone sighed. A fucking legend. Well, this legend will have us in it, so we will probably be remembered, Itsuko. Zelda leaned into him and his side. Yep, I hate it. Me too. Well, after the meeting was over and everyone went back to their room, Isashi going back to his, well, apartment. They met at UA, by the way. Nezu allowed it, but Nezu wouldn't, well, wasn't allowed to hear about this. So he wasn't there. Izuku and Zelda went back to their dorm room and lay down on the bed. Are you nervous? Yes, but I also have a bad feeling about tomorrow. And I don't like it. You should not like it. Hmm, you're probably right. Alright, I think I have said uh I think I think I've never done the cafeteria scene. Well, after, well, Isugu and Zelda woke up from their sleep and went down below to, well, make up breakfast with Bakugo, Izumi, and the guy that makes bakes and everything else. They made some breakfast for everyone that went downstairs and eat up their food. After some few, well, after getting their food, Zelda and Isugu did their whole routine with Ruby and Amethyst, going out and feeding them and actually letting them out to, well, spread their wings and fly out for an hour or two before they have to head out to, well, class and everything else. After an hour of flying around, they went back and put their, well, put their, well, put Ruby and Amethyst into their horse stable and went off to school. After some few hours of, no. After a few minutes arriving at class, everyone was sitting down when I stood up from his sleeping bag. Good morning, class. Well, no, Zelda is not there. Yusuke is the only one there. Good morning, class. Today we will decide your future even more today. Everyone was a little, well, panic about it when Aizawa continued. You will be selecting your class president and vice president. After a few seconds, everyone just thought, that's normal ass school activity. After a few moments of Aizawa laying down, everyone went into a yelling spree when Ida stopped all of them. No, class! No, everyone, we have to do this democratically. We're gonna vote for the people we think. Suyu raised her hand.
Isn't this just gonna be everyone voting for themselves? Ribbit.
Yes, but those people, the people that have most votes, will become leaders. Will be accepted as class president and vice president. Well, because of everyone voting for them. Is that all right, Mr. Aizawa? Fine by me. Just do whatever until the class, homeroom is over. After everyone got a paper and write everything down, Itsuku actually raised his hand. Can I actually, well, put myself not I can I take myself off of that? You don't want to be class president? No, I'm not that kind of type. Yeah, I'm great in battle and great at thinking, but leadership is not my taste. Alright then. Is anyone gonna choose like Midoriya? After a few moments, after a few moments, Koda, uh, Koda, Kaminari, mm, Koda, Kaminari, and who else? Who else? Tokoyami and Jiro raised their hands of mailing themselves out. All right then. Ida wrote their name down on the board. These people cannot be voted on because they pulled themselves out. Now, cast your votes. After everyone wrote their answers and will switch up anything, the votes were tallied and the plays were Ida Tenya with 4 votes, Momo Yariyosu with 4 votes, Izumi Midoriya have 3 votes, that is 11. Bakugo Katsuki has 2 votes, that's 13. And the rest voted for themselves. Well, no, let's Ida and Momo has 6 votes, that's 12. Izumi has 4 votes, that's 16. Bakugo has 3 votes, that's 19. And Aoyama has 1 vote. How do we decide this? Okay. Isuku walks up with something in his hands. Just an easy thing. Heads and tails. What do you choose? Ida, you on top. You choose first. Tails. You get heads. Alright then. Isuku flips the coin and it flips through the air some couple of times when Isuku grabbed it and slammed it on the table, jumping everyone a little. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Isuku raised his hand and all 3 of them that was on the podium side. Ida Tenya is the new class president as Momo as the vice president. Is everyone fine with this? Everyone nodded with agreement with Isuku's answer, and he went down back to his seat. Ida's Ida talked a little about him being honored to be chosen as the new vice president. Well, as the president of Class 1A, with Momo doing the same. After Aisawa woke up and explained a little more about what's going on today, everyone went out of class and went to their other classes. Isuku was walking through the hallway with Ida, Uraka, Izumi, and Bakugo when he looks down at the gate in front of UA, where he saw, oh god, it's fucking reporters.
Isuku looked down to see the reporters, being there. Uh, and it's gonna be lunchtime soon. Think I'm gonna eat outside.
You're gonna eat outside?
Yeah, I don't think I want to stay, inside today. Need some nature and get outside.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Izumi and Isuku walks to their next class and went through it easily, taking some few notes, getting some few, answers in it. When lunch came around, everyone grabbed their lunch tables, but Isuku went outside with his sister because, they just decided to go outside. The others decided to stay inside of, the cafeteria. Isuku went over to a bench area that was near the entrance of, the gates. So, that mysterious mansion. What do you want to know?
That monster that was there.
It was human like with animal claws and an exposed brain. Kinda disturbing, but my master sword reacted to it, if I remember correctly.
You're afraid.
Why wouldn't I be afraid? Fucking hell, it's happening again.
Yeah, I can see it.
Both of them eat for a few minutes when they hear an alarm coming from UA. What the fuck? Security alert free. Everyone went. Everyone go through the routine peacefully. Security alert free. Everyone go through. The same thing I said beforehand. Izuku looked around and said, "There's no security." When he hears noises talking. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's the fucking reporters. Izuku grabbed the master sword and put it on his back. By the way, I think I forgot to mention, but Isuku has the master sword on his back, no matter what, but usually covers it up with a cloth. Isuku and Izumi rush towards the entrance of UA when they see Aisawa and President Mike talking to some media employees. When Isuku spotted someone going, outside a crowd when Aisawa and President Mike not seeing it. Izumi, follow that guy, but be quiet. I have a bad feeling about him. What are you gonna do? What I always do as Princess Zelda's knight. Fucking get the media off. Itsugu walks forward towards Aizawa and President Mike. Aizawa spotting Itsuku and looked at him with a stern look saying, "Stay away, problem child." But Izuku ignored the look and was coming near when a reporter spotted him and recognized him as the security guard of Zelda. "Excuse me, aren't you the security guard of Princess Zelda?" Izuku walks over to the crowd that immediately turned their cameras on him and started to take pictures and everything else. This is private property. You reporters should know about this and please move off the premises of this institution of learning. We just want a few questions with All Might. All Might Sensei is not here today. He has a break for today. So if you don't mind, please get off the property of UA. Is Princess Zelda here? If you're here, that means she's here as well. Get off of UA property or I will help. Please just answer. Is Princess Zelda here? Is she learning from UA? Isugu reached his hand back and grabbed the Master Sword. This is the last warning. If you don't get off the property of UA, I will make you. So please, step off. You don't have that ability here. You're just a knight that goes to school here. I may be a knight, but I am allowed to use force when it's necessary. Even Principal Nesu has agreed to this when I came here. So get off the property, or I will make you. The vultures gets a little scared, and some of them walks backwards. Faster! You can't do this! We can ruin your career! Of what? A hero? Lady, I am a knight of Hyrule. And I have many, many valuable things to do. But one of them is not listen to vultures. Get off, or I will fucking cut the camera. This time, everyone got off. Everyone stepped out of UA grounds, and the emergency doors slammed in front of them. Isugu looked at Aisawa that had this impressed but annoyed look. You should have left me in Present Mike to do this. Yeah, but I wanted the media off the property as quickly as possible. Why? Is it because of the princess? Yes. But Isugu looked at the doors with Izumi running out. Where is he? What do you mean, problem child? He went into the teacher's lounge and disappeared in the black smoke. Which desk? What's going on here? I saw a man go away from the media so no one could spot him. Izumi? It's from All Might's desk. I don't like it. Neither do I. And this is where I'm going to end the episode off. Sorry, I said it probably an hour or a half, but it's getting late for me, and I want to post this as quickly as possible. And I'm sorry I haven't put up a poll, but I tried to, but I couldn't last time, so I kind of forgot. So give me a moment, I will put that up. So good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, have a wonderful, wonderful day, my blue masks. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That one is mostly important. And for the people that wants a Q&A video, there is a post up you can leave a comment at, but please read the rules about it. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.